Your brain is the most mysterious object in the known universe. It dreams while you sleep, edits your memories, and lies to you every single day. You think you know how your mind works, but you don't. Because in the next 15 minutes, you'll discover 30 mind-blowing truths about your brain, things so strange they sound impossible, until you realize they're real. And trust me, the last 5 will change the way you think forever. And before we dive into these incredible stories about your brain, I'd love to know where you're listening from. Drop your city or country in the comments. It helps me see how far this little community of curious minds has reached. And if you enjoy this kind of calm science, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay close. I've got so many more stories to tell you. Fact 1. Your brain never truly sleeps. Even when your body rests, your brain hums quietly, an unseen city working through the night. Neurons whisper to each other, filing memories, repairing broken links, washing away the waste of the day. It doesn't switch off. It reorganizes life, like a librarian sorting books after the lights go out. While you dream, it keeps the story straight, so that tomorrow you can wake up and begin again. Fact 2. You see the world half a second late. Every sight, every sound, every heartbeat reaches your mind after it's already happened. Light touches your eyes. Sound waves move the air, and your brain takes a split second to interpret what it all means. That delay, half a second, is how long it takes for your consciousness to paint the world around you. So the present moment you live in is already the past, a half-second memory your brain calls now. Fact 3. Dreams are the mind's sandbox. Each night, as you drift away, your brain begins to imagine, to rehearse, to reshape, to release. Dreams aren't nonsense. They're the quiet laboratory of your emotions. Memories blend with imagination, creating impossible stories so your mind can practice what real life might bring. In dreams, the brain heals by pretending, teaching itself how to feel, one soft illusion at a time. Fact 4. Your brain generates enough energy to power a light bulb. Right now, within you, 86 billion neurons hum with silent electricity. Each thought, each memory, is a flicker of light in the dark. Together, they produce about 20 watts of power, enough to light a small bulb, enough to remind us that thought itself is energy. You are a living constellation, a quiet storm of electrical wonder, burning softly behind your eyes. Fact 5. You rewrite your memories every time you recall them. Every time you remember something, you change it. Like retelling a story, your brain reshapes the details, a color here, an emotion there, until what remains is part truth, part imagination. Memory isn't a photograph. It's a living painting. Each time you recall it, the brush touches the canvas again, and your past shifts, softly, invisibly. Fact 6. Most of your thoughts are repeats. Almost 90% of what you think today, you thought yesterday too. Your brain loops, replaying familiar ideas like quiet background music. It's not laziness, it's comfort. Patterns keep you safe, help you predict the next moment. But sometimes, a single new thought, a tiny spark, can rewrite the entire song. Fact 7. The brain can rewire itself. Every new experience, a language, a loss, a moment of wonder, leaves a trace, a spark, a new connection. Your brain isn't static. It's a living forest of neurons constantly growing, pruning, and reshaping. You can teach it new paths, even after years of walking the same old ones. Change isn't a miracle, it's biology, and your mind is its own architect. Fact 8. You feel before you think. Long before reason arrives, emotion takes the stage. The oldest parts of your brain, the amygdala, the limbic system, decide how you react, faster than thought itself. Logic doesn't silence feeling, it follows it. You are wired to feel first because survival once depended on the heartbeat, not the argument. Fact 9. Your brain uses sleep to wash itself. While you sleep, your mind is rinsed by rivers of cerebrospinal fluid. They flow through every fold and chamber, flushing away toxins that gather during the day. It's a quiet, nightly cleansing, a tide that rises when consciousness fades. By morning, the brain wakes renewed, refreshed by its own secret ocean. Fact 10. You have a second brain in your gut. Beneath your ribs, hidden behind silence, lies another nervous system. More than 100 million neurons. It speaks in feelings, not in words. The gut sends signals to your brain, guiding instinct, mood, and even memory. That sudden intuition, that uneasy pull, it isn't just emotion. It's your second brain, quietly whispering what logic cannot hear. Fact 11. Pain can exist without injury. Sometimes the wound is gone, but the pain remains. The brain remembers, even when the body forgets. Phantom limb pain, heartbreak, grief, they all live in the same neural circuits. Pain is not only a signal, it's a memory of survival. And sometimes healing means teaching the brain that the danger has already passed. Fact 12. Your brain edits out your nose. Right now, you can see your nose, but your brain chooses not to. It decides it's unimportant, filtering it out so your vision stays clear and focused. It's a quiet act of editing, a reminder that perception isn't just what you see, but what your mind allows you to notice. Fact 14. You can't multitask. You switch. Your brain can't truly do two things at once. Instead, it flips back and forth, fast, precise, exhausting. What feels like multitasking is really micro-switching, like a spotlight darting between two stages. That's why focus feels peaceful. It's the brain finally standing still. Fact 15. Your brain runs on glucose and stories. The mind feeds on two things, sugar and meaning. You remember stories far better than facts because narrative is the brain's native language. From ancient fires to glowing screens, we've always used stories to make sense of chaos. In the end, a good tale nourishes your neurons just like food nourishes your body. Fact 16. Your brain predicts the future constantly. Every moment your mind is running a silent simulation. Before the world reaches you, your brain is already guessing what's next. The color of the next frame, the sound of the next word, the weight of the next breath. You don't just see reality, you predict it. Each sight, each step, each heartbeat is compared to an invisible forecast your mind creates. When the world surprises you, that's when you truly wake up. Fact 17. You see with your brain, not your eyes. Your eyes are lenses, but they don't see. They capture light, send it inward, and your brain turns that light into meaning. Every image you perceive is not reality, but a story your mind constructs from clues. That means you never truly see the world as it is. You see the world as your brain believes it to be. Fact 18. Language shapes the way you think. Every language divides the world differently. Some have no word for blue. Others use the same word for yesterday and tomorrow. Your words guide your attention, your memory, your reality. When you learn a new language, you don't just gain new sounds. you gain a new way to see the world. Fact 19. Your brain invents color. Color doesn't exist in the outside world, only light waves. Your brain interprets those waves and paints reality for you. There is no blue or red without a mind to perceive them. When you see the sunset, what you're really seeing is the language of your neurons, translating energy into beauty. Fact 20. Your brain fills in the gaps of reality. You never see the world in full. Every blink, every glance, leaves empty spaces where information should be. But your brain can't stand a blank page, so it paints in the missing details. It guesses the color of a wall you only glimpsed, the shape of a sound you barely heard, the meaning of a word half spoken. You don't perceive reality, you assemble it. Fact 21. The brain can trick itself into feeling touch. You can feel a phantom hand, a missing limb, even a mirror image that doesn't exist. When you see a reflection being touched, your brain can light up the same way as if it were your own skin. Touch lives in the mind, and sometimes the body just follows its imagination. Fact 22. Your brain can't tell reality from imagination. When you imagine an action, running, tasting, touching, your brain activates almost the same circuits as when you truly do it. The line between real and imagined is thinner than you think. That's why visualization works, why memories feel alive, and why fear can make your heart race even in a quiet room. The mind believes its own stories. Fact 23. Your brain erases and rewrites memories to protect you. When a memory hurts too deeply, the mind reshapes it, softens it, hides it beneath another. This isn't weakness, it's defense. Trauma can distort the timeline of truth, turning sharp edges into blurred outlines, allowing survival to take priority over accuracy. Sometimes, forgetting is how the brain keeps you whole. Fact 24. Your brain changes every time you fall in love. Love isn't just an emotion, it's a chemical redesign. When you fall for someone, dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin flood your neural map, rewiring how you see, remember, and feel. It sharpens attention, softens pain, and imprints another person into your circuitry. Every love, no matter how brief, leaves a physical trace in your brain. Fact 25. Your brain experiences time subjectively. Time isn't fixed, it bends inside your mind. Moments of fear can feel endless, while joy slips by in a heartbeat. The brain doesn't measure seconds, it measures change. When life is routine, time feels still. When everything is new, it expands. So maybe time doesn't fly, it just follows where your attention goes. Fact 26. Your inner voice is a simulation of others. That voice in your head, the one that reasons, narrates, doubts, it isn't just you. It's an echo built from every conversation you've ever had. Your parents, your teachers, your friends, their tones, their rhythms, their judgments, all stitched together into one inner companion. Your mind learned to talk by listening, and now it keeps the dialogue going forever. Fact 27. Your sense of self is an illusion created by the brain. The you feel isn't a single thing. It's a story your brain keeps telling itself. Memories, emotions, identity, all woven together into a seamless narrative. But if you look closely, the storyteller disappears. There is thought, and there is awareness, and the self is simply where they meet. Fact 28. Your thoughts can change your brain's structure. Every thought leaves a mark. Each time you learn, focus, or repeat a feeling, neurons strengthen their bonds like paths in a forest, growing clearer with every step. Your brain is sculpted not by what happens to you, but by how you respond. To think is to build, and every mindful moment is architecture. Fact 29. Your consciousness is a flicker rebuilt every moment. You feel continuous, like a single stream of awareness, but in truth, your brain rebuilds that illusion several times per second. Tiny bursts of perception stitched together so quickly that they feel like flow. You are not a river. You are lightning, flashing again and again, so fast it feels like forever. Fact 30. Your mind and the universe may share the same pattern. Look deep into a neuron, and you'll see something strangely familiar. A web of connections that mirrors the structure of galaxies. Across vast scales, from the smallest spark in your brain to the largest cluster of stars, nature repeats itself. Perhaps consciousness isn't separate from the cosmos, but its reflection, looking back.